another episode of the Bicycle Rider YouTube channel, and this is where we believe everybody should be able to ride a bike, and a quality bike, and we review products that we believe are a good value but still have a lot of quality and usefulness to them. And that's because there's so many products out on the market nowadays, it's hard to figure out where you want to put your hard-earned money. Well, this is a bicycle that my friend Gary bought, and he was looking to get some fitness in his life, and he didn't want to just a flat bar mountain bike like everybody else had, because a bike like that limits you. And for years that was the standard. When you wanted a bicycle that would do it all, you went down to the bicycle shop and you said, I want a mountain bike. And if you weren't going to race that bike and you just wanted it for general use, you'd get a flat bar mountain bike. Luckily, at the time it was 26-inch rims, and then they started giving you with a 29-inch rim, and then they came out with a 27B. So it still limited you what you can do, and I think maybe comfort-wise it hampered a lot of people always being in that position, and they, a lot of flat bar mountain bikes sitting around in people's garages right now because people just weren't comfortable on them. Well, the gravel bike or adventure bike has hit the scene. So when my friend Gary came up to me and said that he was interested in maybe buying a bike, I suggested the MARIN Four Corners. And one, because this is a very comfortable gravel bike as far as with a long head tube, yet it still gave you a drop bar where you can get the aerodynamic advantages and also use different hand positions so your hands aren't going numb just on one position. So this is a very good bike for varied uses. I know Gary started riding with a pretty friendly group around town. He was actually go out to the rougher beach sidewalk that has a lot of expansion joints and ride that comfortably and get arrowing out of the wind when that big wind starts howling on the beach. But after a while, Gary started wanting to do some upgrades to his bike. And one of the best upgrades you can do, as you know, is an aftermarket wheel set. And when you're talking about let's say $1,000 bike, a lot of people don't go for a $1,000 bike on their first bike, or a bike that they haven't bought for 20 years without buying a bike, and next thing $1,000. So let's just round this bike off to $1,000. I think it was a little bit less. But when it's time to start doing some upgrades, and you suggest, Bart, what's a good upgrade for my bike? I always say, well, wheels and tires are going to be the best bang for your buck, but I have to caution people on it, because when they start looking at prices, to get a quality set of rims and tires, you're looking, if you're looking at a $1,000 bike, you're looking at, pretty much what the bike costs for a rim and tire, and that's hard to swallow sometimes. But Crank Brothers has really come up with a very nice wheel set that gives you a lot of advantages. And we have several videos on some of the advantages. But let me just talk about price. This is around a $600 wheel set. Actually, right now you can get them on sale for less than that. So let's say, $550, roughly. And for that, you are really boosting your bike. You not only rolling resistance and engagement on a hub, longevity, you're not having to worry about breaking spokes on this rim. This rim's nice and sturdy. It just really makes you roll down the street so much better. And what Gary's going to do, he's really progressed. We're going to do a couple gravel fondos, just because the gravel community is so fun. And when Gary gets out there, in the woods with his gravel group, he doesn't want problems with his rims. And, not to say that they didn't come with good stock rims, but bicycle manufacturers are pretty smart now, and they know that the first thing you're going to do is probably change rim and tires. So they don't really put the best set on a regular spec bike. I think if you buy some of the higher end bikes, but you're paying good money for a really nice set of rims. Where if you buy an aftermarket set of rims, let's say the Crank Brothers Zinc, is going to really wake Gary's bike up. And it's kind of a cool looking bike, and when you put a rim like this on a bike, it's even going to make it's going to even make it look better. Which, that's a secondary advantage, is looks. And I think Crank Brothers really has a unique look because it's a unique rim with a lot of very, very good characteristics to it. And when you make that a good rim up to an already good bike, Gary's going to have a great bike. and something that's going to last for years, and hopefully his fitness will last for years as well. So having the right bike and a few upgrades really is the key to, I think, people being comfortable on their bikes, people not getting dropped off the back and having to work so hard just to keep up with the group. If you can buy yourself a little bit of speed and a little bit of comfort, well, why not? So when you're looking at a wheel set, don't always look at what the racers are buying. And I am a racer. I'm going to race on this exact wheel set. So this wheel set's not only fast, I believe in it, but it's also sturdy, strong, a good buy. It's good for what Gary's going to use it for, as far as commuting, daily riding, group riding, gravel riding. He's going to have so many trouble-free years out of this rim that it's going to pay for itself in smiles. And I'm going to use the same rim for racing because there's a lot of fast characteristics about this rim too. And if I have problems in a race, I can fix this rim myself with a very minimal tool. So there's a few factors when buying a rim, but we're talking about a very smart bike that I think more people are getting clued in on. As a gravel bike, it's so good for many things, and if you can get a gravel bike with a long head tube, a nice set of rims, you're really ahead of the game. So we're going to go with more videos when we get these rims mounted up to Gary's bike. We're going to show you the smile on his face, and hopefully do a whole series on just that. So anyway, look at the Crank Brothers wheel set when you're looking for a smart wheel set for the everyday rider. Thank you.